security agents. Remember that in all of this, by the way, the APC's candidate in the election, the Binani, did deliver an acceptance speech in spite of what was widely regarded and considered and declared to be an illegal act by the INEC REC in Adamawa State. However, and understandably, she's been on the receiving end of a lot of backlash for the role, no matter how seemingly passive that may have been, in the whole fiasco. Basically, referring to the acceptance speech that she gave, when the entire process was smeared with the fraudulent activity of the then INEC REC in Adamawa State. Now her campaign team is saying she's been witch hunted because she's a woman. I'd like to get your take on this. Is Binani's travails right now the result of her gender? Are Binani's ordeals due to her gender at this time? Is she being, as her campaign team put it, witch hunted because she's a woman? I'd like to get your take. The line's open. Call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003 or 0817 923 0007. We are live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH, also on Twitter and YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. Hello, hard facts. Good day, go ahead.
Hello there, good evening.
Go ahead.
I'm Nathaniel. If I were the campaign manager, I think I will equally say so. I think he's just taking the stand because that is his work, that's his duty, and that is what he's supposed to do. But the reason so far is not the best to have given, because she was a woman when she was given a chance by his party. She was a woman when some other people also conspired with her to do that illegal job for her. She was a woman also when everybody was jubilating that she won the election. So how come now that everything turned the other way, and now she now said, I'm giving that excuse that because she was a woman? I think that is not the reason. Even if it was a man that actually did that illegal activity, the same thing will also happen to the same person, because that what he did was not the right thing to do. And so the law has taken its own toll against her. And that is just the thing. Thank you very much.
5. Let's get your take as well. Once again, do call 0817 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Are Binani's travails due to her gender, as a campaign team would have you believe? Hello, you're welcome. Please go on.
Dayo, good evening.
Go ahead. Hello. Do call in. I'd really like to get your take on this. Quite frankly, I'm tired of. Anyways, 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003 or 0007. Or join me via Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Hello, good day, go ahead.
Yes, Dayo, good evening.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, I think there are other male contenders who contested with during the primary. So if finally she was given the ticket, it doesn't mean that the other male contender were not interested in the ticket when it was given to her. So the reason of the campaign spokesperson giving that because she's a female, I don't think that reason is anything to go by. It's nothing to go by. Now look at the whole scenario. The Constitution does not permit the resident Electoral Commission of Adamawa to declare result. He went ahead and declared that result. And she too followed suit and gave an acceptance speech. I don't understand this kind of thing. I mean, that is illegality, honestly. So, whatever be the spokesperson is coming up with, is neither here nor there. Maybe she's doing, maybe the person he or she is doing her job. So that is it.
Let's get you to also remind that the headlines come up at 5:30 p.m. The major news is up at 6 p.m. But for the moment, Binani's campaign team says that she's been a witch hunter because she's a woman. Is that it? Is that what's going on? Binani's travails at the moment are due to her gender. Interestingly, the Federal High Court, where she had filed a matter, asking that or praying that she be declared the winner of the election, I believe has thrown out her suit already. I will try to get details of that in a moment. Okay, here's a story here. This one cutsy. Let's go with the one from Daily Post, I suppose. And it's captioned, Adamawa election court dismisses Binani's suit. Justice Iang Eko of the Federal High Court Abuja has dismissed the suit filed by the APC candidate in the Adamawa governorship election, Aisha Daru Ahmed, popularly called Binani. The suit was against the INEC. Recall that the APC candidate had prayed the court to institute a judicial review of INEC's decision to reverse her earlier announcement as winner of the poll by the state's resident electoral commissioner, Hudu Yunusa Are. Binani's counsel, Mohammed Sharif, upon resumed hearing in the matter on Wednesday, told Justice Eko that a notice of discontinuance had been filed to that effect and urged the court to strike out the case. The lawyer, who informed the court that a lot of issues had come up between the last date of adjournment and the present, begged for the suit to be struck out. But Justice Eko reminded Sharif that an order was given on the last adjourned date directing him to address the court and whether the court had the jurisdiction to entertain the case or not. The judge held that since Sharif had failed to go about the order of the court, the appropriate thing to do was to dismiss the matter. And, quote, Justice Eko declared, quote, I hereby make an order dismissing this suit. The judge, remember, had on April 18 refused to hear an ex parte motion filed by Binani. Eko instead ordered the APC candidates' counsel to address the court on the issue of jurisdiction before hearing the substantive motion. The judge said, though he was ready to hear Sharif, the lawyer must address the court on the issue of jurisdiction before he proceed. He held that the application will be taken together with the issue of jurisdiction on the next adjourned date and adjourned till April 26 for hearing. Now, Binani's campaign team says she's been witch hunted because of her gender, because she's a woman. Is that the reason for whatever travails Binani might be going through right now? And by the way, what do you think these travails might be? I'm not sure I know what the travails are. Well, maybe backlash on social media from other sources, and specifically with regards to the acceptance speech she gave, in the middle of the entire crisis. I don't know if there are any other travails she might be suffering. I mean, her campaign team wasn't elaborate as far as the nature of the witch hunt is concerned, which I prefer to describe as travails. So, do you have an idea what these travails might be, or how she's been witch hunted, quote unquote? And even if she's been witch hunted, or even if there are travails at all, might they be because she's a woman? Once again, line to open 0817 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Commentary from Fagaba goes, the campaign manager's thought is absurd and an insult to democracy and Nigeria. Seeing what actually transpired, the manager should have kept mute in shame. All right, via Facebook, Happy Ekwe Josiah goes, no gender discrimination on cheating and lying against election results. Also Francis Namani goes, there's nothing gender related in the Adamawa saga. Honestly, the Adamawa reg failed to justify the confidence reposed in him. Gender or no gender, the truth must prevail. Your thoughts on this? Welcome still. I'll know how to find to go on. Hello.
Good evening, there.
Go ahead.
Well, the way I look at the whole issue, the Adamawa wreck is not to be blamed. The INEC boss has to be blamed.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. I never asked the question if the Adamawa wreck should be blamed or the INEC wreck should be blamed. That is not in any way part of this conversation. I'm asking, as the campaign team of Binani has said that she's been a witch hunter because of her gender, do you think that's the case? Is what I'm asking you. It's got nothing to do with the INEC boss, whether it's responsible or not.
It's because of gender. Actually, if you look what transfer, if you look at her speech, it's not going to be gender because in politics, I don't think they should bring gender in. If somebody has erred, they should be able to treat the person who has erred. If she has not erred, she has not erred. But if she erred, they should be able to treat that issue. There shouldn't be anything like a gender or no gender. If it is a man that make that a statement, is it not going to be chased by the security agency? So if she has erred, they should be able to follow the proper guideline and treat her.
All right. Your thoughts are welcome still as well. 22 minutes, gone past 5 o'clock, or 0817 923 and 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Join me via Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. Binani's travails, the result of her gender, or due to her gender, because she's a woman, as her campaign team has stated, or whatever travails she might be experiencing right now. Oh, and is there a witch hunt, by the way? Also, is there a witch hunt? Hello, you're welcome. Go on.
Hello there, good afternoon.
Hello, go on.
Okay. I'm David calling from Rainbow. Well, what I have to say in the Adamawa case is I don't really think it's as a result of gender. Truth be told, the last good election was marked by irregularity. So it's not just in Adamawa, everywhere. Even the February election, that's a political election, there's a case about it, not on the basis of gender. So it's just about the fact that Nigeria failed to conduct free and fair election, and there were just so many things that didn't go well. But as for me, I do not think it's on the basis of gender.
Yeah, but in all the other cases, interestingly, you say that there was electoral malpractice or malfeasance, or there were challenges with the electoral process all over the country. That said, it's only in Binani's case where we had a result, overturned by INEC. That did not happen anywhere else. And interestingly, that is the only governorship election where a woman as the candidate was a front runner as well. So, hello. Okay. I thought I was having a conversation. Well, I do have to go for commercial break shortly. And bottom of the hour at about 5:30, the headlines come on. After that, discussions continue till about 6 o'clock. Are Binani's travails due to her gender, as a campaign team has insisted, or is it something else? When I return, do please stay with us.
You are tuned in to 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Dial.
Welcome back. Binani witch hunted because she's woman. Campaign council is the matter being discussed now. It is hard fact to Nigeria info and here in Port Harcourt. Time Dial. Let's get your take. Now, the coordinator of the Binani Campaign Council, or the candidate of the APC, Aisha Dahiru, aka Binani, has alleged that she's been witch hunted and victimized because she's a woman. And he says it's unfortunate as well. As far as we're concerned, she's been witch hunted, she's been drowned in the media, other individuals that are out to victimize her, maybe because she's a woman. We're proud of her and her achievement. What do you make of this? Especially if you're familiar with what transpired in the Adama governorship election and supplementary election, what happened after the day of the general elections. I thought to welcome now. Call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003 or 0007 as well. We're live on facebook.com/Nigerian for PH, live on Twitter as well, at Nigerian for PH. Just a reminder, the major news comes up top of the hour at 6 p.m. Is there any basis for a gender defense here, or gender argument as far as the Binani or the Adamawa incident is concerned? Is there any gender perspective or any gender outlook or any gender position or any gender argument at all? I mean, I did mention earlier on with the previous when what I thought was a conversation with the previous caller. I think INEC has only overturned one election, or the result of one election, as far as these general elections, the 2023 general elections are concerned, and that's the Adamawa governorship election. I don't think INEC has overturned the quote-unquote result declared of any other election. And I think this is, except the Binani one, so is there something to this? And like the caller also mentioned, yes, there were infractions with elections all over the country. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, go ahead.
My name is Amadi. I'm calling from Malakaya.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, what Binani is trying to say. You see, one thing about this our fellow female gender, when it's not going their way, they will just bring this gender thing to just, just parties and things like that. Things like that. She did not talk about gender when she became a senator. It's about she wants to forcefully manipulate her way. And then the thing will not work for her. And now she's bringing gender equality and issues like that. So, for me, there is nothing to pity her about here. There is nothing. She did the wrong thing, which I strongly believe she did the wrong thing by trying to manipulate the electoral process. She did the wrong thing.
But do you think it didn't work for her, or it didn't favor her because she's a man? I mean, what if she was because she's not a man? If she were a man, do you think it may have favored her? Do you think that it didn't favor her because she's a woman? Now, if she was a man, might she have been favored by her actions or the actions of others? Okay, it's all right. Well. I'll still got some time for this. So if she were a man, even if the process was faulty, even if it was flawed, even if there may have been an attempt to circumvent the process or sabotage the will of the people of Adamawa State, that is, if she were a man, could it have worked out for her? Could it have? And maybe afterwards, if she were a he, would then say anyone who is displeased by this or who is angered by it, go to court. Go to court. If she were a man, could it have worked out? would things have played out different? Yes, there might be an uproar. Yes, there could be anger in the land. Oh, yes, and people could speak out against it. Yeah, maybe, or yes, definitely. But could he have had his way still? And then possibly without another statement afterwards that INEC has done a great job, and the will of the people, of the good people of Adamawa State, has prevailed, and he will urge his supporters to maintain the peace and be law-abiding, and he hereby extends the olive branch to other parties and their candidate, the Penosive government. However, anyone who is displeased by the result of the election is very free. We are a law-abiding people, and we obey the Constitution. And they can go to court, and then end the statement with expressing immense gratitude to God, who has done this, who has made it happen, who has prepared him for a time such as this, to lead the good people of Adamawa State to the promised land. No, that is one way the whole thing could have played out. Could it have played out that way if Binani were a man? And the quote-unquote witch hunt, or the travails that she might be going through right now, is all of that happening because she's a woman, not a man? I've got a commercial break to attend to shortly, so I think I'll go for that. And remember, Major News comes up top of the hour at 6 o'clock. After that, I will return with Open Season. If you've missed out on contributing your thoughts to any of the matters discussed on the show today, I'll take your thoughts during that time till about 7 o'clock when we wrap it up. And the Sports Gang during the Open Season segment, that is. The show wraps up by 7 o'clock. The Sports Gang go in by 7 for extra time. And yes, we've got... games coming up tonight. English Premier League games coming up tonight, definitely so. Nottingham Forest host is it Brighton? No, Brighton and Hove Albion. Chelsea at home to Brentford. Liverpool will travel to West Ham. And the big game of the night, kickoff time 8 p.m. is Manchester City hosting Arsenal Football Club. There are La Liga games as well later on tonight. Coppa Italia semi-finals, Inter against Juve. That's a big game as well, coming up later on tonight as well. Catch all the action, all the analysis and details with the Sports Gang from 7 p.m. However, a break right now, but do stick around. Discussions continue. Remember, the Major News is up at 6 p.m.